Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Jordan here, bringing you another video. Today's video, we've got episode 8 of our Pittsburgh Penguins franchise mode here in NHL 26. Now, in the last episode, we left off right here, ready to start the regular season. We're in year number 3. The rebuild, it's going good. We've added pieces like Vidro Bajorek, Lekaramaki. You've got Alexei Joseph. We picked up Shabanov here in free agency in this last episode, as well as, we've got a couple of homegrown guys here, Kuvinin, sorry, and McGroarty. So we're looking good. And defensively, it's really where I feel like I've stamped our footprint on this team. We've made trades for Anton Silyev, Tom Willander, as well as Carter Yakimchuk. We've been very, very aggressive, and we've got some good D prospects down here as well, Kairu and Brunicky. So we're ready. I think the rebuild probably still has another 2 years. We might make the playoffs next year. I don't think we make it this year. One thing we have left to do before we go into the start of year number 3 is we just need to pick up a few more skaters down there for the AHL. We need to have some injury call-ups. Possibly some of these guys might get into the lineup. We're going to pick up 2 forwards and 2 defensemen. I'm very excited, guys, for this upcoming season. I think it's going to be a good one. I just want to see some good growth. Let's see, what does he think? Looking at the roster on paper, there's a lot of work to do before we can compete. I 100% agree. Again, we talked about this in the last episode. We aren't going to get mad at Dan Muse when we're not winning because we hired him when we're rebuilding. So what can you do? Again, I think we're in for a really good season. The biggest thing is we just want to see all our players have some decent offensive production. We're looking good so far, 6-1 in the preseason. Hopefully that preseason record translates a little bit into the regular season. We don't want to make the playoffs. I think we do want one more good draft pick, but we do want some good offensive production. Right? Crosby just won an Art Ross at age 39. So the offense is still there for him. We want to make sure that that's still clicking. Again, he beat Gretzky's record of most point per game seasons as Willander goes down early on. So we just want to make sure that the offense is buzzing, even if, we're losing games. Let's lose them 5-4, 6-3, just so that we make sure we're still scoring. And right away now, we actually got to make a roster move. So give me a few seconds here. And already in this young season, losing 2 of our top 4 defensemen to injuries is not okay. Hopefully the guys can weather the storm here. It looks like we're putting up pretty good offensive numbers. So Bronicky goes down. Must have just been a day-to-day injury because he's back in. Oh, if we're starting it off on the wrong foot here, Arthur Sheloff's going down with injury as well. Guess that means we'll call up Max Sogard. He can get a taste of NHL action. And just a quick look at Ben Kindle. 6 points in 7 games. He's off to a hot start. I hope he can keep that going throughout the entire year. As we're 5-3 here, so a couple of losses in a row. We want to smarten that up, and thank goodness Willander finally coming back from injury. We just need to see some good growth. If Carter Yakimchuk, I know he's on the 3rd pair, but he is on the 1st power play. I might even put him on the 2nd power play as well. I really want him to have like a 35 to 50 point rookie season. As we end the first month 7-7, that's actually an insane amount of games to play in 1 month. So shout out to the boys for getting through that. 7-7 though, it's not bad. Could be better, could be worse. Murashov, really, really good save percentage. Wow, a 9-10 from the rookie goaltender. And then, so we sit 6th in the division. You can see that, 7-7. We're not going to do a deep stats dive just yet, but go ahead and see Crosby leading the team in points, Willander in defense points, and surprisingly, Crosby actually leads in goals and assists, so he's doing it all. And yeah, he's not in the top of the league this year. So far, anyways. Hopefully we can turn that around. We'll take a quick look here. You can see We are the 8th best scoring team there, 3.29 goals per against. We just don't have any defense. Our power play is middle of the pack. If it stays like that after the next month, we'll go ahead and change things up. I have some young guys in there on the second unit, and it's giving a -3. But if we need to, we can just stack that with Crosby and Malkin like we did last year, and that will help them get some more points as well. I think we're off to a decent start this year. Let's go ahead. Let's get another month of season simulation in here. We beat Ottawa 6-2. It's a good start. That's the one thing we don't want to see, though. We don't want to be getting shut out. You know, if we're going to lose games, let's lose them like we did to Buffalo there, 5-4. Get the goals in, right? That's what we want to see. 10-10. So we're doing a really good job at staying at 500. We're doing a decent enough job as well at getting points on the board. Carter Yakimchuk so far through 21 games only has 4 points, none on the power play. That's cause for concern because I have Yakimchuk on the power play. You would assume that this power play is clicking, right? We had a 15% power play. So hopefully it's just, rookie, it's the freshman, slump there, right? Hopefully he can shake that off. Got to do some more roster moves here as our boy Sheloffs is back from injury. Hopefully he doesn't get injured again. We will put Murashov in to start. And we got to highlight this really quick. 7-8, he's got a shutout. He's got a 9-16. He's a rookie goaltender at 23. That's a young goalie, in my opinion, as well. Usually goalies are breaking in at 25, 26. So he's a young goalie here, and these stats are incredible for the team that we are. I really hope he can keep that up. He might be the goalie of the future here in Pittsburgh. So we get the win against the Leafs there. We just had that AHL glitch, had to stop the sim. We're not going to make any trades just yet. And in this video, guys, I know I haven't said it already, we're most likely going to sim right up to the trade deadline. I don't see a reason why we wouldn't. The only time, pretty much that'll be the format, right? I'm sure you guys have noticed that. We'll start the season, we'll sim to the trade deadline. We'll do trade deadline to the end of the regular season. And then if we make the playoffs, that can be its own video. If not, we'll just sim right up to the draft. And then the offseason can be its own video as well. I kind of like that format. We're 15-11-1, so we get some more wins there to end the month. Wasn't even really paying attention to that. We sit in a playoff spot. 3rd in the Metro. Let's go ahead and take another quick look at the stats. Sheloff's back from injury. He's got incredible numbers as well. I'm really, really happy with the way the team is playing. 3.3 goals per game. We're 15th in the league in goals against now, so we're getting a little bit better. 9th in terms of power play, so it's clicking. Penalty kills gotten better as well. Top 10 in the league. It's Crosby with 34 points, and he's doing everything. 14 goals, 20 assists. An unreal season for the 40-year-old phenom. Sergei Murashov has 8 wins. And now, holy, Hale McCarr, 41 points in 27 games with Crosby. He is right back up there. 7th in goals. Not quite for assists, but you've seen there. 4th in points. But let's keep going, gentlemen. Let's get one more month of simulation done. Then we'll do a much deeper stats dive. The boys are doing good, so I don't want to nitpick things just yet. Starting the month off strong, a couple of wins against some Eastern Conference foes. Oh, it's okay if you lose to the Jets. The Hurricanes are a good team. Again, my wish is that we're as good as 500 this year. We don't really need to add another top 5 pick. I know we've moved up a few times in the drafts, but, this year, if we get a top 10 pick, I'd be happy. Just holding on that as we get a little bit of a bad stretch there. Oh, my. And we lose a lot. We weren't scoring too many goals. Let's end the month strong here. Let's get some big wins. Big win against Ovi and the Capitals. Actually, Ovi retired, I'm pretty sure. I think Ovi retired. And then, yeah, we lose to the Ducks. At least we score 4 goals. 3-2 overtime thriller against Minnesota. And now we've dropped down to 5th in the division. I know you guys can at least see where the point where we sit in the division. I know you can't see the records or the points or anything. But the goals, the offense dropped off. We're not even 3 goals a game now. Defense got a little bit shaky and the power play struggled as well. Same thing with the penalty kill. Crosby had another good month though, 49 points. Again, he's doing everything for our team. Wielander with 18 points on the back end. Crosby is in the race, man, for the Art Ross. He's trailing my 2 Colorado boys. I love me Makar and McKinnon. But it's that time we're going to do a much deeper dive into the stats. And already I'm seeing some things that are frightening. Crosby doing unreal. He's on pace for what, his 21st or 22nd point per game season. It's incredible stuff. He's actually only 62 points away from 2,000 in his career. That'd be awesome if he could hit that. Kuvanen, this is a great season from him. Kuvanen, 35 points in 41 games. He's on pace for about the same season as last year. And he's a two-way forward, so I won't fault him for that. He's also only on the second power play unit. Malkin, he's slowing down a little bit. Not everyone can be your Sidney Crosbys, right? They're going to just hold up that point per game no matter what. It's Rutgor that I'm really not happy with. Only 25 points in 41 games. I want that to be better. Now, I know he's on pace to do a little bit better than last year, but it's not good enough. And this is especially frightening for me. Lecker Amaki, only 24 points. He had 68 last year. He's not going to touch these numbers at all. So there's some cause for concern with a few things. Vidro Bajork, he's up to an 81 overall. We just saw that quickly. I'm not going to judge him too much because he is that 19-year-old rookie. He's not really an NHLer yet. And then the only other cause for concern I have is we highlight Joseph here, the 18-year-old rookie. This season for him is kind of just a throwaway. I don't expect him to win the Calder. I never did. It's just I think he was too good for the CHL. And since the stupid rule, he couldn't go to the AHL. This is what's really concerning me. Is Carter Yakimchuk. He's an offensive defenseman. He had 45 points last year in Wilkes-Barre. He only has 7 points so far. That really scares me. I feel like his numbers, like his stats, are good enough. He should have more. He's the only one that, like, again, the true standout there is like he should have 15 points. Then we take a look at our goaltenders. Nothing to be ashamed of here. Marishov. Super duper surprised at this guy. 915 save percentage and a 278. He's a rookie goalie. That is, you just don't see that in franchise mode. You really don't. So I'm very, very impressed with that. He's already played 24 games. And the biggest thing I find with goalies is they need to hit that 25 games played in one season to get off of being a rookie, because I feel like they don't always do as good as a rookie. And then once they shake that off and get a little bit better, it's like the difference is night and day. So if that's how he's doing already as a rookie, I can't wait to see what he does next year and into the future. We are going to tweak some things, though. I'm not happy with the way these lines have been performing. We're going to go ahead. This might be dumb. We're going to put Vidro Bajork on the first line, Lecker Amaki on the second. Switch things up a little bit. This gets a +2, and there's no plus on this second line. I don't really think I'm ready for Joseph to see second line minutes. Because, again, I also don't care too much if he has the best season. I just think he's too good for the queue. We're going to put Kuvanen on this first power play. And then Bajork also is going to get taken off. We'll put Lekkerimäki back in here. I know this gives no pluses, but it's something I want to try to get the boys going. And then on this power play, we've got Crosby. We're going to put Malkin here. Actually, that could be part of the problem. Silyev is on the power play, and he shouldn't be. So let's try this now, as we've got about 2 more months of season sim to go. We're going to take it 1 month at a time. We're 2019-2. Hopefully the line changes we've made can get us some more victories as we come out of the gate swinging. 2 big losses. At least we score 3 goals. Again, if we can be a 3-goal per game team, I'm going to be happy. It means the offense is working. It's the defense and the goalies that really needs work. We got to get this guy back in the lineup down here, Gushin. We'll take a look at the AHL team more in depth at the trade deadline. We're not going to worry too much about them. We don't have too many prospects down there that we really care about. And we also haven't done the best job at making sure that team is set to win anyway. So let's just take a quick look. Harrison Brunnicke, I really wanted him to take that next step offensively. So he might be more defensive minded. Same thing with Kairu. I wanted him to take that next step. It just hasn't happened. And yeah, Ben Kindle's having a decent year. Ilian's having a decent year. That's all we'll look at for now. We'll get back to the NHL simulation. We're not ready to make any trades just yet. Big 5-1 win against the Panthers. We're on a little bit of a heater. 3-game streak as we sit 5th in the division. And this has been the biggest thing that has plagued us this year. We haven't had a lot of injuries, but enough to make a difference. It's Sogard back up here in the NHL. It is at least good for Murashov that Sogard keeps getting injured, because then he gets to be the starter. Hopefully Murashov taking over the net. He can do some good things for us. So we're getting hit with the injury bug pretty hard this month. You know, we went on a 4-game win streak there before we lose 2 as Sheeloffs is finally back from injury. We're going to let those 2 younger goalies run wild in the AHL for now. We're going to send down Bill Yu, and we'll run 3 goalies here in Pittsburgh for a little bit, just in case Sheeloffs does get injured again. Then it's not a roster move we have to make. And again, let's just let the youth run wild down there in the AHL. That's what it's all about, right? Yeah, Murashov up to 30 starts on the year. I really like that. Confirms he's not going to have that rookie status on him next year. We are 28, 25, and 2 heading into February. I feel like if you would have asked me before I started recording, this is about the team I thought we had. Again, I firmly believe that we're a better team than being below 500. And I don't think that we're a team that tanks for a top 5 pick anymore. Wheelander getting on the power plays helped put his points up. Crosby, man, 65 points in, 51 games, something like that, 55 games. So he's doing incredible. Bjork, he's picked it up, 27 points as well. So the line changes have kind of worked. Sheeloffs now leads the team in wins, and Crosby's only a point behind Kale. There is a very good chance Crosby can win another Art Ross. We have no goalies in the top 10 for wins. You can see Crosby 7th in assists, 10th in goals. We just take a quick look at the AHL. Benjamin Kindle, 41 points in 52 games. He's having his breakout year. He's definitely coming to the NHL next season. We're just an abysmal team down there, though. You can see 20th in goals for and goals against. Terrible power play. Penalty kill is okay. That is something we want to change, guys. Curious, for those of you watching who play franchise mode, what do you usually do with your AHL team? How do you kind of set it up so that it can be a winning machine, but you can still get your prospects in there? Because I'm not as good at that. It's something I feel like I really struggle with. So if anyone has any tips as the Panthers fire Warsofsky, I'd be very interested to know what you guys do. We got Daniel Latch. He is ready to go again. So guys, mic just died, so I've got that plugged in, so I can't wear the headset. Sorry if I'm either a little louder or a little quieter. But yeah, as I was saying there, I just need some help figuring out how I should set up this AHL team. I would love to set it up so that you're winning, so that guys like Aiden Young, Ilian Holtz, even on the back end, Kyron Brunnicke. I feel like making the playoffs is good experience for our young guys. Any tips that you guys have for your AHL teams, please let me know. We're going to try to get this video wrapped up right away as we lose 2 after starting the month off with a good victory there. So we're 2-1-1. Got 2-1-2. I think we're having a good month. 31-26-4 is the record. We definitely need to string something together if we're going to make the playoffs. That's 100% sure. But again, maybe it's just not our time yet, right? Maybe we just need that top 10 pick. makes a couple of more good moves here in the offseason, and then maybe we're finally ready to go. End off the video here 33, 29, and 5. We sit 6th in the Metro, but it is a race. Like, we have a lot of points. It's interesting what we should do. Again, the offense is kind of dropping off a little bit. We're under that 3 goals per game. But the goals against right there at 3 as well. So it's tough. Decent power play, decent penalty kill. Crosby, he just went nuclear that month. He had 16 points, and we didn't play 16 games. We only played 11 games or 12 games, so that's awesome. But he's still trailing Cale Makar. McKinnon starting to drop off just a tad bit. He's 8th in goals and 4th in assists. Still no goalies in that top 10 in wins. Let's take one last deeper look at our roster. To end the video off with that, maybe we look at the draft class, and we just got to talk about what do we do with this team. And that's why I'm going to not sim right up to the trade deadline, because we might want to have these few days to make some trades before we go into the deadline. First things first, let's take a look at the contracts. Sid and Malkin, they don't want to come back. I'm telling you right now, Crosby is coming back. There is zero way. Again, I don't care. We'll do the 1-year deal. I'm going to pay him $18-19 million. I just don't care, guys. He's retiring a pen. That's how it's going to happen. I'm sure if we offer him this 19, he's going to accept. Going to give it a go. And what about Malkin? He wants $8 million. We probably get away with Malkin on an 8.5 with a no move. Hey, we got to hear back, so maybe we'll advance a day or two to end off this video to see if they hear back. We've got a lot of big contracts up besides that. We have Shabanov, who we picked up in free agency. He's been some good depth scoring for us. 33 points in 7 games. He's got 9 on the power play. I think we're going to want to keep him around. I really do. He did good things in New York, so I think we keep him around. He's that good middle 6 option. And Wielander, he's our number 1 defenseman. He's actually starting to heat up a little bit more offensively. He should eclipse the 32 points he had last year. And then if we take a look at goalies, we've got Murashov. We'll take a look what he wants. This is a no-brainer. I think I'm just going to give him what he wants. If we take a look at his numbers, he's 13, 16, and 2. He's only got the 1 shutout. Despite the fact that we are a terrible defensive team, he is putting up decent numbers. You know, we have a 3-point something goals against as a team, and he's above that. He's seeing a high volume of shots, and his saves made above expected is probably really high. So I think it's a no-brainer. We lock this guy up right now. If this is what he wants, is the 4.9 for 2 years. And that leaves us in a good spot. It's a bridge deal. It keeps us, you can see, if we go 3 years, he's a UFA. So 1 year less, we still have him as an RFA. He accepts. I think that was the right decision to make for our franchise. We can let all these other guys go. We might hold on to Sogard, but we won't deal with him right now. And if we take a look too at what Wielander wants, he wants a pretty beefy deal. I think he's earned it. I'm going to wait to offer him. This is one I'll wait for you guys. What do you think we should do with him? Do we give him the bridge deal? He wants the similar money no matter what. So a 5-year deal at 6.4. We might even be able to stretch that to 6 or 7 years. And we throw a clause in there, right? We give him this. We'll give him a modified, let's say, 75% trade protection, and we beef this money up to like 6.8. I mean, this is a good contract. If you guys think we should offer him this, I'll do it right at the start of next episode. You guys just let me know. As now, we've got a bunch of deep dive to do here. This is definitely going to be a little bit of a longer video, I think. My apologies on that, guys. We're already 36 minutes into the recording, but we do need to figure out what we want to do with this team. Crosby, 81 points in 7 games. He is 1 point away from guaranteeing another point per game. And I don't remember. How many is it here? So I just did the math there. If I did it right, it's 23 seasons at a point per game if he gets 1 more point. He's already got more power play points than last year. I don't what do you say? Sid the Kid, absolute phenom. Evgeny Malkin, I don't think he's dropped off too bad. It's around the same points per game, I would say. So that's always good. Kuvinin as well, very happy with his production. Lekaramaki, I believe he's picked it up a little bit. Same thing with Rucker. So the line changes there were good. Vijo, 31 points. 19-year-old rookie is pretty good. Nothing else too major to highlight. We'll take a look at Alexi Joseph. And this is what I mean by it's kind of a throwaway season. He's not offensively ready for the NHL. He's got good offensive awareness and not much else. But again, he's too good for the OHL or wherever the hell he's from, the CHL. And he's already up to an 80. So this is working for him. He could be our third line center again next year, and it absolutely exploded because he'll get some good growth. Siliev plus player, you love to see that out of the defensive. Really disappointed in Carter Yakimchuk, 10 points in 60 games. I guess the A is just a lot different than the NHL, and he's not necessarily getting the most minutes, so maybe that's what's happening there. Take a look at goalies again. Sheloff's 913 and a 281, and a 913 and a 287 from Mershov. I think the biggest thing that screwed us up in our goals against is it's only 3 games played. It's a 4.53 and an 862. Not good enough for that. But I love that the injury to Sheloff has made Mershov and him split the starts essentially. You can see though the difference in vet and rookie is that Sheloff's, even though it's similar games played, the numbers are a bit better. And the wins there, it's a lot better. More shutouts as well. Maybe if Sheloff's can stay healthy here, we can close the season off on a high note. And that's all we want to look at in terms of stats. We don't need to do this big deep dive of the league. We can do it at the end of next episode when the season ends. Do, however, got to take a look at some trade values and talk about what we want to do with the team moving forward. Crosby's trade value's dropped off now. We're not trading Crosby. We'll eventually advance a day or two to see if he accepts. He is retiring. Malkin, on the other hand, his value has completely dropped off. Doesn't have a no move. He is one, although I do want to see him retire here, he's one we can trade and move on from if that's something you guys think. It's just a little too late at this point, though. There's just no trade value there. But wouldn't be smart to trade him in my eyes. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I don't think it's smart for us to make any trades at the deadline unless you think we should trade a pick or a prospect and bolster our roster. Now, defense would be where it needs to be bolstered, and we could maybe trade a guy like Perbix, although I think he's been outstanding for us. I'd love to see him back next season. If we packaged him and let's say a second round pick or a third round pick, we might be able to get a defenseman back to take his place in the lineup that can become the number one defenseman, take a little bit of that weight off of Wielander, and help us make the playoffs. Forward-wise, I just don't think there's anything that we trade. Take a look at trade value. You're not going to get rid of Joseph, right? It's just not going to happen. Crosby, again, you're not getting rid of him. Bjork, Jacobson, Kuvinin, McGroarty, Lekaramaki. We're not going to trade these guys. We talked about it a little bit in the end of last episode that we could move on from Kuvinin because that value is probably as high as it's going to be. But he's also being such a good player for us. He's a plus player. So he's good on both ends of the ice. I don't want to trade him. He might be one who sticks with us through the entirety of the series. McGroarty, you don't want to move on from him. Like Armaki, you don't want to move on from him. Ben Kindle, take a quick look at him. 49 points. He's going to eclipse that 51. He's ready for NHL minutes next season. We're not going to trade him, right? It's just all these things that we wouldn't trade. And then when you get down to it, it's guys like Milano, Tomasino, maybe Malkin, maybe Hayes. You get a look at these guys. There's no value there. And we're in the hunt. We are so in the hunt. If we take a look at the standings throughout the league, we're right there. One good month to end the season off, and we're in the playoffs. We have 97 points. I believe there's no wild card here. I think we have the custom league set up. So if we take a look at the Eastern Conference, we only have to be one of the top 8 teams. We are 2 points out of a playoff spot. Now, the only thing that kind of, works against us here is that we have the Capitals, the Hurricanes, the Leafs, the Canadians, even the Red Wings. They're all with games in hand on us. We've played the most games and we're points behind. But again, Sheloff stays healthy. Maybe we make one light move. We trade a nothing prospect for a depth piece, and we might have a really, really good month. So I'm not sold yet on if I want to sell things and tank. And again, what do we trade away? But let me know what you guys want to see. If you guys want to see us make moves, I'll make the moves. Just my personal opinion, I don't think it's a good idea. We'll advance a couple of days here. We won't go, we'll stop at the first for sure. Malkin accepts. Crosby declines. So I don't think we're going to trade Malkin now, even if you guys want to see it, because we did re-sign him now. But we're going to take one more look at Sidney Crosby. Wants the 1-year deal. He wants $15 million. We don't have a lot that's up next year. I'm going to offer him, don't think I want to offer him quite 20 mil. You want to have some room to make some moves. Offer him 18 million. We're only going to sim one more day. So we'll have to wait and find out, guys, in next episode if he's going to accept that deal. I really hope he does, man. I want to keep him around. It's been a good video. I'm enjoying this series quite a bit. I think I'm enjoying this one personally a lot more than the New York one. It's fun to watch the end of Sid's career here. And it's been interesting to see the moves that we've been able to make and how we haven't got so lucky to get the franchise guys, and yet we're still getting those pieces that are going to be impact players for us moving forward. Fun to see. Let me know your thoughts as always down below, YouTube. I am so effing grateful that you watch me, that you give me your time, whether you stick around for 5 minutes or you watch the whole 40. I'm very, very appreciative. We also hit 300 followers on Twitch today, the day I'm recording this. So I'm recording this on Monday, the 2nd. You guys will be seeing this on, I believe, Wednesday, the 4th. And yeah, I can't believe it, dude. The love and support on the YouTube and the Twitch has been unreal. Thank you guys so much. Make sure, guys, you subscribe. Turn that notification bell on. Don't want to miss a thing. I am committed to bringing you a brand new video every single day. Make sure you guys check out that Twitch. Link in the description. Twitch.tv/Jordan_____. Streaming almost every day over there, 8:30 Mountain, 10:30 Eastern, for about 4 or 5 hours every day. Join the Discord, guys. Talking with you guys in there all the time. We put different polls and stuff in there as well for when we're ready to move on to a new series. Look forward to the next episode. Look forward to seeing your guys' thoughts on the video, YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and as always, guys, we'll see you in the next one.